Madame, mademoiselles et messieurs, bonjour.
Apogée TV, actualité et info à tous les étages.
Actualité et info à tous les étages.
Ouvrez bien vos oreilles, ça va cobasser.
Bonjour et bienvenue à tous. La vague d'indignation qui s'est emparée des antiracistes et les manifestations de protestation qui ont secoué la planète suite au meurtre de George Floyd aux États-Unis semblent ne pas avoir eu de retentissement en Chine. Et pour cause, les Noirs vivant dans ce pays qui se dit premier partenaire économique de l'Afrique continuent de subir des discriminations raciales. Un Ghanéen du nom d'Eric Harlem, alias Eric Fabulous Jackson, s'est vu refuser des soins médicaux à Yatai, dans la province de Shandong en Chine, en raison de sa couleur de peau.
Mais c'est de la merde!
Dans la vidéo publiée sur les réseaux sociaux, Eric a été envoyé dans 2 hôpitaux différents, mais s'est vu refuser l'entrée simplement parce qu'il était noir. L'on peut entendre l'homme qui le transportait dire à l'un des responsables de l'établissement sanitaire qu'Eric vit en Chine depuis très longtemps et qu'il a un code de santé chinois. Il mérite donc d'être suivi, mais son plaidoyer est tombé dans des oreilles de sourds. Et n'ayant pu recevoir les premiers soins, Eric a rendu l'âme. Nous vous proposons de voir la vidéo, mais attention, certaines images pourraient choquer. Pour mémoire... Pour mémoire, il y a 2 mois environ, de nombreux Africains, notamment des Nigériens, avaient été l'objet d'expulsions abusives de leur domicile et de rafles systématiques pour être placés en quarantaine dans des conditions exécrables par les autorités de la province de Guangzhou. Des faits qui avaient provoqué des réactions virulentes de la part des Africains sur le continent. Surtout, une colère noire de l'ambassadeur du Nigeria en Chine.
Give me all the Nigerian passport.
Individual there, yeah.
How many? I have 3 here.
Yes, 3.
One. How many?
7.
So I have 2 here.
And Welcome Friday.
Who's a bonner?
Who's the bonner?
It's on the Stephen,
Who's Stephen? Off.
It's not acceptable to the federal government of Nigeria. In Nigeria, as I mentioned to you last time, we have a lot of Chinese there. I don't think you have ever received any information that the government of Nigeria go to their various houses and pick them and quarantine them. You can never receive such information. Why is Africa and indeed in Nigeria being targeted? You have European people here. You you have people from America, you have people from other countries. You have people from Spain, you have people from Italy, from Guangzhou. The population of the 14 days, the first 14 days is acceptable by us. Another 14 days, you didn't communicate to us that you are going to do another 14 days after 14 days. They have tested negative and then they have given them the paper. Why are they giving them another 14 days? That is one. Two, all the police, the documents, this passport belongs to the federal government of Nigeria. In line with international practice, no any country have the right to seize the international passport of another country. Wait! They are not in my hand. I just withdraw it from them. They seize it.
You have that.
I said they seize it. And then you know, your deputy general, all the passports of Nigeria they seized. Ask him, he was released yesterday. Why are they seizing Nigerian passport? It does not belong to the China. If you seize Nigerian passport, it's like you are seizing Nigeria as a whole. It's not acceptable. That's another thing. The third one I'm going to tell you, you didn't communicate to us that you are going to go to all the Nigerian houses and then you are going to ask them to come out and go and quarantine them. Did you communicate to us? No. Nobody communicated to us. If you want to do your policy of 14 days, shut down everybody. Don't discriminate. Everybody, you sit at home. Everybody, including the Nigerian government, will not accept that. It's not acceptable.
You'll be popular.
Yes, no problem.
You'll be popular.
No problem. You'll be popular too. I'm a diplomat agent.
Yeah, you'll be popular.
Yes, I'm a diplomat agent. In line with the Vienna Convention of 1963, the consular has the right to protect its nationality. What we are doing this night is to protect all our Nigerian nationality. They are not a criminal. They are not anything. Why are you harassing them? These are the things we want to know.
Who arrested?
You are harassing them.
Who arrested?
You are harassing them. If you are not, I will tell you that you are harassing them.
Oh, who arrested?
They are police. Your police.
Who arrested?
They are.
Where is the person who arrested? Where?
You are harassing them. I'm not saying that you are. Yes, you are harassing them. You are humiliating them. Who? Your police.
Who?
Because they are going to their house. We have the videos. We have evidence.
You mean arrest?
Harassing, humiliating them. Harassment. You are harassing them. Yes. Because going to their houses, lock their door, come out. You are Nigeria. What's wrong? I don't need to talk to him. If anybody wants to talk to me, he should come here. I don't talk to anybody. I don't talk to anybody. So, as I'm talking to you, everybody, including you as the director, everybody should sit at home. That is exactly what the Nigeria did.
Really?
Yes.
So your government doesn't work?
No, no work. Nigeria shut everything down. Nobody moved. We didn't say only the Nigeria should be going to the work while the Chinese quarantine. No. Everybody must be sit at home. I can show you the proof. All the people that didn't sit at home, Nigeria put them and they take them to the court and they fine them. So, in that case, if you want your policy to work, I'm suggesting to you this night, shut down the Guangdong. Let everybody, including the Chinese, sit at home for 14 days. If you do that, the issue of discrimination will not be there. But if you are picking only the Africans, that is the highest humiliation